Here with Gabi Nordaker to preview the 2024 Concordia Volleyball season, and as we record this, just a couple of days away from opening up the season now. Just wanted to start with what was something fun that you were able to do this summer?
Oh, this summer?
Yeah.
I have had the privilege to work with the University of Wisconsin this summer. I did volleyball camps up there for about 2 weeks. So that was really cool, and I learned a lot going into my future profession. It was really cool.
Big rival of the Huskers in volleyball.
Yeah.
Well, I know you and I had already talked a little bit about your decision to come back for year 5. Now that you've gotten preseason underway, how natural has it felt? I mean, is there anything kind of strange about being here for a 5th preseason?
The strangest part is not having my class anymore. You know, all those girls that I essentially grew up with are gone and doing their big girl jobs, and I'm still here. But my teammates have made that transition easy for me. I mean, they just have so much fun, and the love that they have for each other is not something that I wanted to miss. So they've made it really easy for me to come back.
I know you had mentioned before too that you're impressed with the seniors right now that are in their 4th year. How have they maybe helped develop the chemistry for this team? Because I know every year is different.
Yeah. The biggest thing I think the senior class has brought to the team is we call it tangible leadership. It's something that you see on and off the court. The biggest thing that we've worked on in the past 3 years is including everybody and spreading out, so we're not just among our roommates or among our classmates. We're spreading out, we're talking to everybody. So the past 3 years we've really worked on that, but this senior class has made team bondings, that aren't coach-led, that are player-led, and we've just come up with them on our own. And then I just also think the love they have for each other as a class, but then also for the whole team, and are so team focused that it's made it great.
Well, you've been around the Bolts for quite a while now. I get a sense that it probably wouldn't change them much if they, coming off a GPAC championship or whatever happened last year. Do you kind of feel like the process has stayed similar again through your time here?
I definitely think the process is the same. The only thing different this year is that we're a little bit more hungry for, those GPAC titles and the national title, just because we get so close every year. I swear, I think, every year since I've been a freshman, we get so close. But I think the consistency of staying the same throughout practice and keeping our values the same is the foundation to build upon. So I like how we do it the same, because then each year, each team can choose something else to focus on and excel as a team in different ways off of those core values and the foundation.
Well, the first 4 years you've been here, typically the teams had one main setter with either Tara or Bree. I know it could look a little bit different this year. How has that looked, or how is that adjustment going during preseason?
Yeah, I would say that it is a big adjustment for most of the hitters, knowing that I will have 2 completely new setters that I'm hitting off of this year is, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary, but just because you're building that trust, and luckily we do have these 3 weeks and a long preseason to get that. But what's nice and lucky about our team is that we really value that trust and we work hard for it, and the love that we have for each other has allowed us to build that trust and hold each other accountable. So if I need to say something to the setters and the setter needs to say something to me, we're completely fine with it, and we know that in the end we're going to love each other no matter what, so that does make that easy.
Last summer you said you wanted to be a better blocker. Just with your role specifically, is there anything that changes for you this season?
I would say in my role, I do feel like I'm playing more free in a sense. This is my 5th year and not everybody gets it. So it's in my bonus year, essentially, I just feel as though the pressure has been lifted off, that I have discovered myself as a player, and sticking to what I know in my training does give me a lot of confidence. But at the same time, I have struggled in the past of starting strong out of the gate those first couple of games. So what I want to change this year is working on my blocking as much as I can, and working on managing my attacks as much as I can before we have 2 days until our opener, but I think I'm ready.
I was gonna say, from an attacking standpoint, the last several years, usually you see Concordia right up there near the top of the country in hitting percentage. What kind of pride do you take in I guess being that type of efficient team?
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in it. I think we have amazing tackers up there. We know when to kill the ball when it's good and when to manage it when it's bad. And if we find a spot on the court that's working, we just hone in on it, and it's something that Ben and Angie have really taught us to focus on. It's not, you can't just have a killer mindset every time. It's, you go up there and there's strategy to it, and we have worked very, very hard as a team on out of system, in system, and managing balls. That I think that's where our efficiency comes from, is that it's something we work very deliberate on in practice.
Well, if all goes as planned, hopefully it'll be another trip to Sioux City in the final site. I mean, you're used to playing really good competition all year in the GPAC, and you scheduled some tough teams out of conference too. But what have you learned maybe about what it takes to be successful when you get to that ultimate stage?
I would say that the biggest thing for our team is focusing on like the here and now. We're not focusing on the end result. It's what we can control in the moment. We also like to think of like a red car mentality and fighting for what we want. Like I said earlier, like we've gotten so close the past couple of years. We just want it so bad this year, and I think having that fight in the moment is going to help us succeed this year.
All right, last thing, can I get a SCO Dogs?
Oh, SCO Dogs!